Part of having a vibrant community is having downtown places for people to shop and not just commuting to Mankato and the cities to go shopping. We had 3 grocery stores, 2 hardware stores when I was a child growing up in the area in the 1980s. Now we have 1 hardware store and 1 grocery store. A lot of the same business owners still own the businesses as when I was a child in the 80s. They didn't have a succession plan, and now they are retirement age, and it's time to keep those businesses in town.
We could lose 60% of our small businesses over the next 10 years within our state because of the fact that these baby boomers, some of them have a succession plan, many of them don't.
On the west side of the county, we've seen towns lose their main street, and once that happens, people move out of town.
We work with the communities to identify businesses that might need that extra help.
We need to have a plan to work with them so that we find a new business owner to come in and take it over. So that's why we started BizLink North. It's a website that allows us to put businesses for sale. It's absolutely free. So if you're a business owner and you want to sell your business, you click on I'm a seller and you fill out the information. And then an SPD consultant will come in and we'll have a meeting with the 3 of us to talk about the process of how we're going to list your business, how we're going to evaluate your business. We'll come back with a valuation and make sure that you're okay with it before it's listed on the website.
If we have a potential buyer, then what we do is help them get their business plan in place. We're going to work initially with our host institution, which is Minnesota State University Mankato, through their alumni association to see what we can do to promote the different types of businesses which are available in southern Minnesota. Because the fact that there might be someone who went out and got that W-2 job right after college, and here are available business opportunities that you can get into that you can work and essentially come back home and operate and be your own boss in a business setting.
In 1997, my wife and I and another couple partnered up and we bought Quick Shop / Subway here in Arlington, Minnesota. We're all getting older and it was time to do something different. We got to move on, and we always would ask around and wondered who might have interest, trying to sell it to somebody local. And then we went to some brokers, and that wasn't all the answer either. So when we finally got to work with BizLink, that was something that seemed like it was the way to go.
My primary role at BizLink North is to be involved from the sales side. I met Wendell at his store with Amy, and it was pretty obvious to me that Wendell took a great deal of pride in his building and the way he had it laid out. We were probably more optimistic than Wendell was at the time, and we clearly told him we thought there was an opportunity here for him to sell this business.
Well, Mark and Amy, they brought a couple buyers in, and things always looked better as things kept progressing.
One of the buyers did make an offer, and then the other buyer jumped into the fray and also made an offer on the business. Once we feel at BizLink North that somebody wants to make an offer, we want the 2 parties to talk to each other. We are not a broker. We do not get a fee for this. The best thing we can do is then allow the 2 parties to engage in a discussion. And the good news is that Wendell's transaction is moving forward. It's our expectation, and we hear that transaction will close by the end of the year.
The way it looks to me right now, BizLink is the one to work with. I would like to see them be able to propose this to a lot of young people, newcomers that could come into town or people that came from farther off, because we do want to have our town strong, our main street strong.
Sibley County is our pilot site. We can then move on to southern Minnesota, the rest of Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Iowa, Wisconsin, the whole region we'd like this to expand to.
My hope is to see what we can do to maintain that element of Main Street. It might not be what it was 20, 30 years ago, but it could be something different, and it could be positioned to be something even better.